Welcome to our second of many this year Hangouts. We are live. We have one person that's actually inside the internet.
I'm in here coding websites. For those who don't know, this is where the magic happens. I'm in here. I'm hacking mainframes. I'm rejiggering the setups here. We're sending queries out left and right. It's insane, but we're almost done. So we're doing a real good job here. Remember, questions. Hashtag Indiana Matt Hangout. We'll be right on. I'll get it right away since I'm already in the tubes doing what I need to do.
Are you actually in Silicon Valley right now?
I can't exactly explain where I am. Some laws may or may not have been broken in the course of getting here. It's some technology that's not really been out yet. But let me just tell you, it's crazy, and folks, in a few years, you're not going to believe this. I mean, it's the internet here. Like, anything can happen. Look. If I want to be a millionaire, like, it's easy. Boom. Boom. I just pull the money out. I make it rain because it's the internet and I can do what I want here. I can do some quick hacking around, moving stuff, and I can be a world champion. A world champion. None of your freestyle or Greco. The only world championship that actually matters. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about websites.
Okay. First, I have this nice little toy with me. Not really a toy, but it is the Mr. Gorilla Award, coveted 12 inches of Indiana Matt Gorilla. We'll have a nice little name of the recipient right on the front of there, so it'll be pretty cool. Just thought I'd show that off. It'll be in my background next time we have a show. Also, our magazine we have probably about 7 or 8 pages left to do, and it's pretty close to getting done. We're hoping probably about a week is when we expect it to be on the market, so be aware of that and be ready to be ready to buy your magazine. We'll have links everywhere, so don't worry about that. But anyway, what we're really here for, a lot of people are looking at the new website, and some people have questions. Some don't realize some of the cool features of our website, and some of the things I'm even figuring out, daily, finding new little things that you can do on there. So it's pretty neat to figure these things out. We're gonna show everyone how to do everything. First off, if you do register, you do not need to register a new account. Your old account with password will work. If you don't remember your password, we have a forget your password link that you can click and check your email. It will be coming from indianamatt.com@gmail.com. What are you doing? And sorry about got taken out my chair. And check your spam folders if you don't get it right away. It'll come right away within a couple minutes. So make sure you check your spam folders if you don't see it. Okay. So without further ado, we are going to screen share my screen. There we go. We're on Indiana Matt. Don't worry about my other links up top, my fantasy football and such. We have the links. This is our main page that you're going to come to when you type in indianamatt.com. You have all these cool things. Hide that. First thing you're going to do is come in to sign in. Notice the I've forgotten my password link right there. So if you do forget, you can do that. Now, when you sign in, you can also sign in using Twitter and Facebook. I think the Facebook's not working right now. I got to work on that. But you can sign in with one of those. There he is. Do you not remember? Be careful. Don't step on things. Oh. Someone's she was standing on the stool. I'm sorry for the intermission. Okay, now we're back to the website. We're back on our main page. You'll notice a little icon right there. That is our messenger, which is the personal messages. That'll light up if you have a message. So I have a message here, and it's a PM. So you can go in there when you want to reply to a message, you can do a fast reply, which is right here, or you can do a reply right here. Do not press the report button like some certain person from Jay County did yesterday. Tried to report and said replied that way. So that's first thing. Pretty easy to get to. We'll go into our forums. That's probably one of the cooler things here. We have a lot of things going on here. If you notice the sidebar, we have a recent status updates. You can have your statuses from Twitter posted, like a couple of these people do have here, on the message board. So whenever you send a tweet, it will update here. Or we can do it ourselves. We can go up here to Indiana Matt, to our screen name, what's on your mind. Checking out the new website. What was that noise? Are you in the internet still?
That's, you know, yeah, we can't turn safe switch on.
So now we have that new status there. And when I hover over my name, we can see things like that, and I don't know if we're supposed to see email addresses. So I'm not sure what kind of permissions this account has right now.
It's a live demo, folks.
Oh, I'm someone else. Okay. So anyway, we have our accounts right there, so you can go in. You have your forum. Cool things on our forum. Hopefully I click the right thing. First off, we have a nice little preview. If you see this little button right here, it'll give you a little preview of what's being said on there. The first post, first unread post, and the last post. So we can get a quick little preview of the topic. If you want to go to the first unread posts, click here, click a dot, and it will go right there. There's our first unread post. It'll take you right there. Couple other cool things. If I can go into a user's profile, and I can make them friends, which really just puts them in their friends list right there. We'll make this guy, whoever this guy is, a friend, and now he's on my friends list. And I'll get some more notifications from him. And here you'll get you can set up your notifications, which is you get notifications if people like your post. You can get notifications by email or on the notification list. You can get them from status updates. We'll set up a couple of these. When my friends updates a status, I can get a notification of that. And we'll save changes. We can also change our profile settings. Change our birth dates, website, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Okay, go get a tissue then. And we can change a bunch of different things in here. So we can change our signature. This is where you manage your Facebook and Twitter. When you come in here, connect to Twitter, and it will connect you right to the Twitter. And you can even go for your past notifications, what someone started a personal conversation with me. Now, pretty much that's the basics. When you go into a post, reply to a post right here. We have two different options. We'll go down to the bottom. You can do what a lot of people use, and I use a lot, is the fast reply. This is my reply to the post. Or if I want to go a little bit further, I can go in this way. More reply options. And you can add a few different things here. And you can also automatically follow the topic, which would give you like notifications if on replies and such. Some people like to do that, especially during the summer. I see a lot of people having notifications for new posts because they don't come to the board as much, things like that. So that's the main things on the forum. We have just a lot of different features. Check them out. Don't be afraid to click on stuff. And that's about it right there. So we're going to go over to some of our pages. We have our rankings page. You're going to see right over here, you can sort by that criteria. If I want a Fort Wayne semi-state and state rankings listed, there they are. I'll click on the date. It'll take me to those rankings. Note, these are not our real rankings. So please do not think that they are our real rankings. Just a little bit different things. You see, as you go to a wrestler, you can click on their name, and it brings up the wrestler and their picture. There's Corey Hinkle. He's getting ready to take down Myron Howard Anderson. And you'll see their information. And also, if you come in here, you can also click on the team. Go into their team information. This will have information in here. This has, we'll go to a team with lots of information. Go to Carol because we have lots of information there. Okay, we have address. Click on the address and it will take you to a Google map so you can figure out how to get to Carroll High School.
You don't want to go there?
Yes, you do. If you go to the coach, hover over the coach, you can click on a head coach, not the assistant. Sorry, not quite yet. When we're in the coaches, we can also click on the school that they were at too. And that shows. Should have made myself a member. I forgot to do that. Anyway, we go in here. State series. We have our web links, our state series titles. You also have a roster of all these wrestlers. These are wrestlers that would be on a watch list for semi-state or state, guys that we're kind of keeping our eyes on and just watching over. We have our tournaments here. We have our duels. When we're in our duels, if you want to go into the information, you click on the date. If you want to go check out Carroll or Angola, you click there. If there is some details, let's see if I can, yes. There will be details on this. Let me edit this real quick. If we are in a details, mean like any kind of like results, like individual results in the you'll see a little details part tag right there. That means click on there. There's probably some individual results in there. Okay, so that's easy way to tell. You know, I'm looking through these results. I want to, you know, oh, Carroll versus Angola has, you know, the individual matches. I want to see how they did there. Things like that. We also have all the old coaches in here. Pretty cool that we have the history of probably about 10% of the history, I think. So it's pretty neat. On the right here, not sure exactly how we're going to do the top teams and stuff, but right now they're basically sorted by most wins. So New Prairie has 32 wins, so they're at top. Obviously, they're not #1 team, but they are up there. We have our Indiana map top 10 right here. These are the top 10 teams. Obviously, these are fill-in rankings. If I want to click to view the rankings, I go right here. We will have a listing of key wins and losses just like we do for individual wins. So, you know, big matches are going to have, you know, they're going to be listed there for each team. So you can kind of see, like we do for the individual rankings, what, why, you know, a certain team's up, you know, higher. And Fabio just sent me a message. Okay. Results. Our dual results. This is our big list of dual results. The cool thing is we can search these. Use this search tool a lot. Okay, if I want to look up Mishawaka results, type in Mishawaka, and I've used this category, this will find all the results that have a Mishawaka. Obviously, it's going to have a Mishawaka Marion, things like that, but I can easily find, oh, I want to see the Portage Mishawaka result. Right there, here we are. We can also do that when we're in a team. Say I'm trying to find, I'm in Portage right now, I want to go to Brownsburg. Type in Brownsburg, that's going to bring me up Brownsburg. Easy to click on there. Search tool is really powerful. You can search on pretty much anything. If I am in a wrestler and I use, notice it says that this database, if I want to look up Chad Red, I'm in there. Actually, it's going to yell at me about that. But not, you have to search more than 3 letters. So well, we'll just search Chad. There we go, Chad Elmore and Chad Red. Click on Red, and it'll take me to his profile. So a lot of easy ways to get around on the website, so don't be afraid to check those out. Brackets. We're going to have all our brackets here. You can add them as a user. You can add a link to brackets if they're on Track Wrestling. If they're on Track Wrestling, make sure it's the direct link and not the link that you just copy from your toolbar. We have them sorted by year and what kind. We do have the state finals. Click right here. It'll take us right to the brackets. They're not out yet, so don't ask. But that takes us right there, okay? So we did the results information. We have lots of information. We have wrestlers. One of the cool things is right here, we have 2 different active and graduated. We don't have very many graduated in there. If I'm looking through here, I can sort by graduation year. I can sort by weight class. And then I can even come in here recently updated. You know, I want to see who's been updated. And Bo Davis, what did he add? Looks like he has a decent GPA, SAT score, and I don't know what the heck he wants to go into, but okay. Let's see, they filled in this information. Pretty nice to have that information for college coaches. They can now send that link to a college coach and say, hey, here's a lot of information about me. Or a coach can look in there and see it. So we can even go by date added, when wrestlers were added. Those are the last few kids that were added. Most views. Who's been the most viewed? Chad Red, Garrett Pepple, and Ben Kaufman. Woohoo! So those guys have been all viewed a lot. So we can also search in there if we want to search for somebody, even if we want to look for East Noble wrestlers. Type in East Noble, and we have all the wrestlers that are in there. Same thing, we go into coaches. We have these all listed by name. We can go recently updated. And, oh, Coach Lapidat put his information in there. And he has information there. So, and let's see. We'll click on our coach, and you'll get what they've done throughout their career. That's their team. This coach had Mike Ward had 287 wins, has the number of titles. If you are a coach, you will get access to email and phone numbers. So good way to, if you need to get a hold of a coach, you will be in a coaches group. We will be announcing more about that later, but you'll have a coaches group. You'll get in there, and when you go, you can go find a coach, and if they have their information, it'll be a lot easier than emailing 12 people to, find the coach from such and such school and their information. So pretty neat. We are kind of right now putting some coaches in that group, so we'll have some more information about that later. We have teams, same as earlier. We have 3 different ones. Indiana, other, which is also some Indiana teams, but mostly out-of-state teams that a lot of teams have wrestled, and other. If we go into a team, we can add teams actually, which is if we go into a duel and that team's not in there, we can add it. Make sure you select the category. You have a name. You don't have to select the coach, state. We have states basically that we can wrestle, and that's all you really need for a team. If I want to go in, though, I can come in and I can edit a team also. Go down to the bottom right here, edit, and there are certain things we can edit here. We can edit their coach, excuse me, assistant coaches, conference, their Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and official color or official website. So pretty nice things that anyone can go in there and edit. Make sure you realize we do see who edits everything.
And we have to approve all that first, correct?
The edits can happen, but we get to see them.
Yeah.
The ones we approve are like wrestler when they add a new record. So, but for certain things. But we will be, if someone changes stuff, we will see the history. So we'll know what you change, and we can revert it back pretty quickly and ban you pretty quickly too. So here we have the wrestler accomplishments. These are accomplishments you've done in the off season, during the season and off season. We have all state results in there, so you don't need to put in your high school state results. Now we have 3 different categories: state, national, and other. State are for the IHSA state finals. Okay, that does not mean ISWA. That does not mean highway. That does not mean. That's just for those results. Put in a year. We kind of limited it so that we don't have, your Pee Wee state title. We don't really need that in there.
Can I put my university state championship in there?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
That was like 2008, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, you're right.
Select your wrestler. A little tip on this. This is all the wrestlers that we have here. When you're on this, start typing, and then you start typing right here. It will take you a little bit further down and into that area that you want to be. Put in your weight class, your placement, and then your event. We kind of have a limited supply of events right now. We may expand it. We're trying to keep it to significant events that are pertinent to college coaches and even our rankings. I know Mike has said that he likes adding middle school state and stuff, because when we get a freshman in here, we can't. A lot of people, why is this kid ranked? Why, he's a freshman. What's he done? Well, he won, a cadet title last year. He did this and that. Things like that make it easier for Mike to explain why, or even for you to see why he's ranked. We do have our college signings over here under information. These will be updated throughout the year, obviously. You have your wrestler, high school, projected weight, college. Right now, we don't have very many yet. Next, we have our add data. We can add a coach. Quick link to add coaches. Especially if you're doing team history, we add team history. Which, when you do this, you put in the year, your team. A little bit. Okay. Put your wins, losses, ties. Select the coach. Just like any drop down, you can start typing. If I want to look up Mike right there, then I can keep going down. Select the titles you won. Pretty much the only ones we need added are conferences, because we don't have all that kind of data. Sectional through state has been added. If you do have a conference, put in the acronym, like NHC, ACAC, things like that, so that we can kind of identify it better. Add team, we've already gone over, and that looks like pretty close to everything. Cool things over here on the news area. This will be our main landing page. If I click high school news, it will take me. That's not good. That link works?
Still working on that back here.
Yeah, obviously. Well, that will take us to where I want to go, but what's that? Let's see. That should take us to this, where you're going to see actually that's where it should take us. Okay, click right there. You have all of the archive for our news, all the with pictures and everything, recaps. Also, you can search up here. So if you want to go through our news, When you click that link on the news, it will show that. We will fix that pretty quickly here after we're done. Over here, if you want Mr. Gorilla information, we added this weekend. This will have all of our kind of like our Mr. Gorilla watch lists and everything. We have our recent articles here. Really good article if you guys are on Facebook, how not to miss one of our posts. Facebook's kind of cheesy now, and they're kind of limiting who all gets to see everything. This way you don't miss a post, because we have a lot of cool information, a lot of cool pictures, and you don't want to be missing out on awesome news just because Facebook's being dumb. Also here, let's see. Someone survived ACLS. I don't know what that is, but
The American League Championship Series?
American Championship League Series.
I don't know. Maybe that's what that is.
Okay.
No,
Whatever.
yes, I don't know. People are gonna yell at me now and tell me I'm stupid, which they're not wrong.
Yeah. So we have up here, we have our cool things up here that we remember to check your notifications. Oh, we do have our moderator. There we go. Anything you want to add while you're in the internet?
Basically the same thing I've been saying since we started this project. Was I'm just really stoked about the potential for it to be useful for you young wrestlers out there who want to wrestle at the next level. I feel like getting your name out there is the biggest thing, and this is a great way to help us do it. And I'm a data nerd, so I like it when we can just pull a bunch of numbers and stuff together, and this will really help with that thing.
Yeah, something pretty cool. When you do add a result, everything here is dynamic, which some of you guys probably don't know what dynamic means. When I add a result, it will update that team's information, that team's wins and losses. It'll also do it if I delete a result or I edit a result. See, like right here, right now I don't think South Putnam has a, we haven't done this for everybody. They don't have a record, but I'm going to go in here and I will edit their record, which I won't add anything, I'll just edit it. Save. And now they have it. This is all based on what results they have in here. It'll only be based on your year, the year that we're in. So pretty soon here, in a few weeks, everybody will be 0-0. So pretty neat that when you add a result, it will get, your record will get updated. And if someone corrects a result, say that last result was wrong, you correct it, it'll get updated. So everything's pretty dynamic in that way. Team ranking or wrestler, when we add in a, I don't think this person can add it. When one of our admins adds in a wrestling result, like two ranked wrestlers wrestle, that will go in right away. You'll be able to see it as soon as we're putting it in there. Probably Mike usually does that kind of stuff on Sunday nights, so you'll be able to check the rankings, and all of a sudden you'll start seeing some results adding up for kids. So that'll be pretty neat for them to see that. You'll be able to almost see kind of where he's seeing where he's going to start moving kids too. As far as other things in the board, there's just a lot of little newer things. I mean, like this, I love this preview where I can just see what's going on in that topic, so I don't have to open the whole topic and go through there. Coaches with USA cards are allowed to go to the Nick Wiesjohn invite. So
Speaking of which, this Sunday, sign up now. Track Wrestling, great tournament.
there's your plug. So, and pretty neat thing in here. Where we go? Oh, we'll go to this. Let's see if I'm online. Auto embedding of
YouTube
videos. Let's see if we can watch ourselves.
Oh, this is just going to open so many wormholes.
There you go. I'm online watching myself. So a lot of neat little things in here. We'll be kind of probably showing tips and tricks. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Tags. When you're adding a post, you can add tags, which is pretty neat. Tags are the new hip thing. If I start a topic, my internet's slow tonight. Of course. There
Are
we
you
go.
going to explain what a tag is for people? Because
Tag is
no idea.
of I guess, a keyword for like wrestling. Obviously, you don't want to put that'd be for everyone. But if I'm talking about Carol, I'll put Carol in there.
Or Carol.
Fort Wayne, big moves, and then I can talk about Carol likes to headlock.
Thanks to Poppy.
They even headlock Poppy's wrestlers. Next topic. We can follow it. We can make it a poll. Is Mike Poppy good at teaching headlocks?
Pretty good.
I don't know if he's good at teaching.
He's no Andy Yule, but he's pretty good.
We can also, cool little thing right here, Twitter. I put in my Twitter username, Joe Carino, and it's going to be in there. We also have different things. Yeah, very good. Post our topic. There we have my name in there. So we can go check out what I'm talking about today. Everyone will like my tweet about Andy Griffith Show.
Andy Griffith Show is great.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. But anything else here, you can report. If you see a bad post that you don't like, don't report everything. Multi-quote, and pretty much that's how we do things here. You want to add a few things here while I delete this, maybe?
Me?
Yeah.
The big thing about this, guys, is there's a lot of new features, and some of the stuff, we're learning too, because this is a new infrastructure for us. To get specific, we used WordPress, and I don't know what the board was, but we used a whole different system, and now we're on a whole other one. So it's got some different features, and you may notice it's missing some things you had from the old one, which we're trying to replicate now. I noticed, I think we have like a hard cap on our PMs. I think I had a hard cap of like 50, which I already was over, so I had to delete a bunch today. So all you people trying to get a hold of me, the dozens and dozens of Nick Wiesjohn fans out there, you weren't allowed to get in. But we're trying to figure that out, and like little things. Some of the suggestions I've seen, I've really liked. Things we can do in the future to help inform the fans, help make the wrestlers' transitions easier. Just keep posting them in that topic that Joe started, and I think I started it, but Joe kind of hijacked it. But keep putting them there, and it's going to help us make a better website for you, which is the main goal, to help the whole state get better and hopefully have a product that overshadows the rest of the country. And right now, I think we're on a good roll for it.
Yes. I'll get your turn in a second. A couple things. If you do see something that you can't do, I know today I got a message that someone was adding individual accomplishment, and there wasn't a field to put something in. I fixed that. There's a lot of settings on this board, and I've missed some things. I know originally refs weren't even allowed to access the website, and I fixed that pretty quickly. Okay. And so if you see something you can't do, there might be a reason. There might be an accidental reason. There's just little things that, there's so many settings for each groups of people. We have members, we have coaches, we have refs, we have admins, people like that, and we have to set those individually. So I've missed a few. I know that. So make sure if you see if you're allowed to do something previously, you can probably do it still. You might just send me a message, email, or via PM. That goes for if you can't log in. I can always help you do that. I'd rather you try the password hint. I know someone said they couldn't get they didn't get the email today. I can reset your passwords. Just make sure you try to have that email address, indianamatt, one word, com@gmail.com. That is where the emails are coming from. So make sure you have that kind of on your contact list, so it's a little less likely that it gets screened. That will help getting PM notifications or topic notifications, things like that. So make sure you guys do that. The other things, I mean, like Nick said, this is a whole new platform, and we're still learning on it. I guarantee we're probably in the top 5% of users as the power users. There's a lot of questions we have, only a few people can answer, and it's been a fun, interesting task to be able to get this up to speed. And just anything, we always like compliments and even constructive criticism. If you don't like something, tell us. We'll try to fix it, and we'll tell you if it's feasible. A lot of things, we're a little bit different users since we're using this site a little bit different than a regular user. So if you like it, if you think there might be a good way to, do a couple things, you can go ahead here. I guess that's probably about it. Do you have anything else?
No, you hit all the nails on the head. Again, keep your suggestions coming. Be honest, and don't pester Joe with little stuff too. Send stuff to me. I can fix little things too. I know I'm sure he's getting swamped by requests from people. I don't do a lot at my job. You can just give me a holler, and I can usually get in and fix stuff like that. I can reset everything too. So don't feel like you need to just send anything to Joe. Please use the links that we have, though, because it'll make our lives easier to not have to reset everyone's password if they forget it. Derek. But yeah, keep everything up and keep giving the feedback, because that's the biggest thing for us. And again, this Sunday, Brownsburg High School, the IHSWCA preseason open will be happening. It has a couple college coaches who have said they're going to be there. High school coaches getting free as long as they have their USA coaches card, not a copper or a bronze card, a USA Wrestling coaches card, and I need to prove it. So there's my spiel, Joe.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. Remember, next week, probably about Wednesday, Tuesday, our magazine will be coming out. We're getting ready to finish up some of the weight classes, saying nice things about a lot of people. So finishing up that and brushing up some of the rankings, trying to find out some information on kids. So if you have any information, send it to Mike and send it now so we can get that updated. Other than that, we'll see you guys probably in a couple weeks before the season starts. We don't have anything exactly planned, but we'll be having something. We'll be notifying you guys about it. Thank you.
Quinn Harris.